Okay, I don't know what's going on with my audio. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my audio. Certainly not good. All right, let's look for some other something. That tried to turn on all of my songs at once. That's definitely not a good thing. Ooh, that might do it. Let's check that. Is that? Okay, so it's definitely a problem trying to go. 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 Testing. Hello. Testing. Hello. Okay, better. Testing. Hello. Okay, better. Testing. Not perfect. Hello. Okay, better. Testing. Not perfect. But better. Testing. Not perfect. But manageable. Testing. Okay. So I think I've actually got audio now. And it's not, I mean, I need to be careful not to bring up something that is replaying the audio, because otherwise it'll echo really badly, apparently. The idea here is that I just do a little bit of grinding and have a nice time with some quiet music. Hopefully, without causing an echo loop. Oh god, I woke up in the casino Voltorb flip place again. This keeps happening. Pass out drunk and wake up in the Voltorb flip casino. Okay, so my level cap is 35. This is basically the team I want to take, except Crobat. Even Crobat I could probably be okay with as sort of a pivot if I needed one, to guarantee that they throw an ice move at it, so that I can have something that takes an ice move switch in. But there's also no real problem with just bringing Slowpoke instead of Crobat. I need Crobat to fly me to wherever it is that I'm going to grind. Where am I going to grind? Last time I ground on Goldeen's when I was in this sort of point in the game. Interesting. My keyboard is loud enough and my microphone is sensitive enough that when I'm using this it picks it up really badly, so I'll have to either be very light touch or figure something else out. Okay, so Lake of Rage is going to take way too long to try to grind there. We could go to Route 42. I don't want to grind in Mount Mortar because I don't have my encounter there. I don't want to keep grinding on Tentacles. Just trying to figure out where there's stuff that's a reasonable level. I guess I could try Route 43. Not that much there, it is. And I gotta be real quiet with my key presses here for my microphone not to pick it up. Isn't there like a... I'll work on microphone settings at some other time. For now, just gonna do a little grinding. Sorry if there's a little bit of extra clicking going on. guess I can keep Crobat on me just to fly back when things go. Get out of here. Ugh, that's not what I wanted. Wow, that is... Alright, maybe if I slide things back here, the microphone in front of the keys so that it's not facing the keys, it's a little less noticeable. Maybe there's a better setting? Is that... Am I still audible? Get a lot less key clicking going on. Well, I'll have to check later to see if this is a better setting for not hearing the wrong things and still hearing the right things. Alright, so 35. Here we go. Pokemaniac, what you got? You've got a Nidorina. That's not a ground type yet. One another. Color gains level. Okay, and we're gonna swap out because that could be bad. Sure. Go virtual edit. Thunder Wave because Volt Absorb. Full speed. Alright. We've been listening to Vitality for long enough. And let's throw in Metropolis. And just make things fall down. Pidgeotos give speedy Vs? I don't even know what they give. Just lay down over there? Okay, fair enough. probably be moving the shell bell around. Oh, I also probably be a little careful about smuggling because there are 3 or 5 trainers in the ice gym that I haven't fought yet. So I should probably save like a level on most things. Once again, that is the Giraffe Rage, which should not use confusion. It's just a cup of water. Nothing particularly exciting. She is forewarned without her mother. We'll save a level for everybody just in case. Who can learn Dig? Not that I should necessarily use it for this gym. Espeon can learn Dig. That's interesting. Hello, I am your evolved form. Thunderbolt is enough to kill. Moving through the not very effective text. Thunder Punch! Just because. Not gonna get staticked by a Pidgeotto. I assume Thunder Punch makes contact. Millie, please stop. Okay. Chill out, Doc. Just because your mother isn't here doesn't mean you have cause to be upset. You know you have, like, attention needs. I got paralyzed? What? I look away for 6 seconds and I'm paralyzed. Alright, let's go heal everybody up. That's not what I need to do. Whoosh. Get all our power points back. just barely doesn't finish. Oops, I didn't mean to. Alright, so it's a roll whether or not it kills the level 15s. Not the Mareeps though, those dodge. Somewhere where there's no normal types that pop up. Oh, there are other places I can go right now, aren't there? I could get another encounter. I could get my ruins of all encounter. I don't remember exactly what level this stuff is, but let's do it. There is Union Cave. I forgot now that I'm in Surf, how many things opened up. What's my repel situation? 2 supers, 10 maxes, we're good. Hello, Slowpoke. Alright, is there anywhere in this area that I'm saving encounters from? I don't believe so. So I got my Geodude from here. Got a thing that shows the routes. I don't think this shows when I messed a thing up. So, what city is that I just flew to? Azalea. So I have my Azalea town. Oh yeah, it's already showing that it is. Good, cool. Lake of Rage I killed, so that goes away. Union Cave. Pretty sure is where I got my Geodude. Yeah, cool. Alright. Let's change the music. Right, gotta spray. Gotta spray for Rattatas. Little bastard, quick attack me. There's the zone down there where I could go get a Lapras. Maybe there's some items too? But I can't have a Lapras because I already have a Union Cave encounter. Just theoretically possible that I get a Lapras. If it were the right day of the week. I think it's Friday it's supposed to be here. One of these guys tells me. Oh, I haven't been up here. Hello. You're probably probably pretty low level comparatively. Yeah, you've got a level 9. Sure. Sure, buddy. An X speed. A TM Rock Tomb. Oh, that's actually useful. Kind of wish I had that at an earlier point. What are you? X defend. Not all that helpful to me. Yep. Don't think there's anything that just hangs out in the water. It's not something I've ever seen. But there is a secret item up above this dude. This dude that will likely have rock Pokemon. Alright, Hiker Leonard, what you got? 23. Fair enough. Jeez. Alright. Gotta watch out for magnitude. Fighting. Have a Super Potion Bandit. Sorry about that magnitude. Ooh, revive. How handy. I already have my Rock or Union Cave encounter, and this is still Union Cave. I just have to be ready when I go outside of Union Cave for an encounter to happen. Oh, you're still level 8s in here. Okay, well. Still XP, I guess. Alright, sir. Let's do battle. Grab. That's worth some XP. Hello, Zubit. Yeah, let's go get our... Flee. Alright, stronger stuff in here. Or not. Pretty sure this is still in cave, so either way the tentacle wouldn't have counted. Wouldn't have counted. And I'm just gonna teleport out. Alright. Out of Union Cave, we are in the ruins of Ulf for the first time. So let's... I don't have anything on me with a guaranteed status move. Do I? Because I got rid of Thunder Wave. I don't have, like, Hypnosis. Dang it! I don't want to not catch a Pokemon. I'd also rather not go back. I guess I could just have Bandit out and that means static can happen. That's probably the sanest way to get a status on something. It doesn't have a move that's super weak. No, Rock Smash doesn't have 40. Alright. Well, let's see what happens. Let's get a Pokemon. What do we get? A Natu. Hello, little bird. I'll bonk you. They have teleport! Oh, no! I didn't know they had teleport. But that was a psychic! Come on, game! Don't you know what I'm building here? I'm building this all-psychic team. Fuck! Wasn't paying attention. It's fine. Kill this guy. Fuck off. Damn it. So frustrating. Just gotta throw an Ultra Ball and hope, I guess. Where do I want to train? There's Fearos there. I guess on the water? I don't like it. And Natu is a cool Pokemon too. Also, this game is just full of goddamn psychics. Who's coming with on my ice journey? Oh, you have Thunderbolt. I totally forgot you had Thunderbolt. I remember doing that now for, I think, Whitney. Alright, well, we've already got our encounter for here, which was Ipom. Ooh, became confused. Not worth the risk. Yeah, let's go heal that off immediately. Shuckle. Who even has that right now? You do. Okay. With my dog, hopefully a little bit happier. So that just happened to be a particularly high level one that I ran into, but still not bad. Horn attack does not work on me. Nice. Blow it up. Ghastly already got a level. Oops. Hey, a Sea King, that'll be worth a bunch of XP. We're Speed Tide? Hell yeah. So, I had this question a while back, what I want to do with Ghastly. Curse is a cool move, but it is risky. It cuts my HP as well. I don't think I want to be doing that on something with as low base HP as Ghastly has. So I think I'm going to get rid of it. We'll think about whether or not it's going to be like Hypnosis Dream Eater later. But for now... last Thunderbolt. And then swamp. So our Chinchou does not know Thunderbolt yet. It does have stat bonus for electric types. Probably should put Spark back in the top spot while I'm doing water Pokemon. I'll also grab the shell bell. I don't know what's with all these Pokemon that aren't speed minus, like it's crazy. Okay, well I have 2 that are speed minus on me still, so it's fine. And I was going to, while I was looking at Chinchou's moveset, do this. Just for one less click. One less thing to slow me down or for me to mess up. Chinchou grows. This was unnecessary. One of the things that I've seen in some Nuzlocking is ROM hacks that don't require grinding, which is maybe it's a little bit too simplistic of an explanation of it, but games where at a certain point they give you rare candies for $1 Pokédollar at the Poké Center. And whew, and you might say, well, doesn't that take all of the gameplay out? You just level to 100 and then kill everything. No, because of level caps. Basically, you use the rare candies to get yourself as close to the level cap as you're comfortable before having to deal with any mandatory trainers. You still manage your XP for those mandatory trainers, and all you've really done is taken hours of grinding out of the game. There might be a way for me to, add that into an existing game, or to find a ROM hack that is the same base game, but with that. I do like the idea, because this kind of stuff, like, I enjoy the playing of the game, but a lot of this is just me fighting mindless battles and gaining XP while I try to think of something interesting to talk about. It would be a lot cooler if I was just actually just playing the parts of the game that are interesting and doing the challenge of the game, but not having to sit around and effectively do nothing. You're not making any story progress, you're not making any, all you're doing is making your Pokemon stronger, and while the rare candy method it lacks EVs, if I really want those I can grind, on stuff that the XP of it doesn't matter, because that's clearly not helpful. I can just go fight a bunch of Magikarps and still do that. It's not, it doesn't take that away as an option, it's just not something that you would go about in the course of your business. But I don't think there's a whole lot that you lose other than this just sitting here not doing much, and I think that's probably a better thing for content, if that's what matters. It's also, better for my time, because doing all the grinding is just, it's kind of unrewarding. It's like playing Voltorb Flip. I meme about that's going to be the next big streamer thing, but it's just pointless. So I will look into finding ROM hacks or hacked versions of the next game that I do that have that as an option, so that maybe there's a little less grinding involved. I suppose you could argue there's a way in which that could take out some of the skill. I have lost Pokemon while grinding. One of the 2 Pokemon that I've lost in this run, I lost while grinding. So does it take some of the the threat out of doing that? Yeah, I suppose that's true. I think there's also a level where it takes away the practice that I get with certain Pokemon. I've definitely learned things while grinding, just about how my movesets work, or about how, things that I probably should know, like the fact that Girafarig is a normal psychic, and therefore Shadow Ball doesn't work on it, even though you'd think, hey, it's a psychic, you can throw a ghost move at it, well, normal types don't care. So, it's an interesting potential thing to lose, I suppose. Chinchou keeps growing. But I think that's something I'll look into, is finding versions of the game that, whatever game I end up playing next, that don't require that. I am still going to do a Nuzlocke race, I suppose, against Liquid Courage's 14-year-old kid, so that'll be fun. I'll definitely not lose face if I lose that to a 14-year-old. Don't know any of the details of that just yet, but once I figure those out, that'll be some content I'll be putting up occasionally, something to break up the long runs. One of the other things I've thought about doing, instead of, kind of to double back, instead of doing something with this rare candy method, or finding hacked versions of games that allow that, was to just grind off stream. And then I realized that I would either need to still record that anyway, and why bother doing all of it and recording it if I'm not going to use the footage or something, so that in case something dies, or I accidentally wander into a trainer battle, or something happens, that there's footage of it, and it's not just I say this thing. There's not a real big deal if I have to say, oh, this thing happened. I did it with the Togepi where it hatched, but that was, I walked around for a while, literally nothing else happened. With the other stuff, it's entirely possible that, I could do something like, I don't know, sorry, just looking at stockpile, wondering why I want it. Probably not. I just want there to be the level of, the journey was mostly seen by everyone who's involved. No one needs to see me running around. No one needs to see me playing Voltorb Flip to understand that that's what happened. Nothing changes between those things. But in the grinding, something dramatic can happen. If I'm spending 3 hours on a grinding session, I'll think about what team I've got, I'll think of whatever, and at the very least there's an opportunity for someone to go, well, how did, between this and this, why did his team change so dramatically? Or when did this Pokemon die? Or, when did he change movesets, or whatever it was? I just think the rare candy method is a lot cleaner and faster. Faster, definitively, but also cleaner. Mouse is needing to be on the mouse pad. those weird ones. It's like a requirement for spit up and swallow. Let's take a look at it. Oh. Wait. Okay, so I can get stockpile, spit up, and swallow if I want to. I don't really know how those work. Okay. After you stockpile first, you recover HP if you swallow. Reset stockpile count. Hi Artemis, how are you? Can you hear me? Good, I'm glad you can hear me. And I'm glad you're doing well. There's an odd echo with my voice. Echo, you say? Like a reverberating thing? How about that? Did that fix it? Can you still hear the sound? The music, that is? Music is good and voice is fixed. Cool. Well, I'm sure that's been going on for the last hour. I'm pretty sure I don't want stockpile. Definitely don't want swallow if I don't have stockpile. Give up on swallow. And give up on spit up. Alright, we have a lantern now. Yeah, I tried and I got an even worse echo, and I wasn't sure if it was the thing or if it was me. So I was just like, forget it. Alright, that's enough luminescent. Is that really necessary, Goldine? Okay, well that's good. I've had some pretty bad audio issues, so I tried swapping over to my other microphone. It's probably better quality. It's just good, kind of rolling around doing stuff music. Look at this adorable lantern. What are you holding? I got a blue scale. I've also got, like, some other Pokemon you haven't seen since you've been around, like an Ampharos. And a Gyarados. Probably less adorable with the Gyarados, but... That's one of Griff's favorite Pokemon, too. So I am just prepping for the ice gym. That I need to play Voltorb, so I just need some time. I have recently failed an encounter, actually failed 2 encounters recently, and had 2 total deaths this run. The Lake of Rage, I accidentally crit and killed the red Gyarados, so I went somewhere else and picked up a different Gyarados. Oh, I picked up a Magikarp and then evolved it. And can I boost my mic volume a little? Yeah, probably. How's that? Is that any better? I worry that might be too much. Yeah. Oh, I can do music down, that's not a problem. Katamari's a loud song. Is that... like, there's some range that I can work with here. So, how's that? Is that a better... still feedback at all, or...? Good balance now, cool. No problem. No sense in having a stream for people to enjoy and having it be awful. Like, I'm not gonna go out and buy new things because, you know, streaming is not my life or anything, but to the extent that I can make things enjoyable, that is the goal. Tried to stab a horn through a ghost. That's just a silly plan. Johto? Really? Most people, I think, thought it was underdeveloped and poorly realized. There are 2 deaths so far, and 3-ish failed encounters. I lost my Rattata way back when to a Stantler while I was grinding for Morty, and I just lost my Noctowl to Ace Trainer Lois's Ninetales because it used Nasty Plot a bunch of times and I didn't kill it fast enough. Might be a little hard to see, but it's down that way, down next to my team. It's right next to Ampharos. Okay, yes, don't tell me about your Meryl bathing, that's weird. Yeah, I think it had outlived its usefulness anyway. I mean, it was flying me around places, but I've got other things that can do that this run. It is sad to have lost, but I don't think it really impacts my team composition moving forward. Which is kind of why I put it in the position that I did. Oh, hey. I have a hunter now. I don't know yet. I've been swapping teams for every gym, so I haven't really made the final determination. I think it's gonna come down to whether or not I get any new Pokemon that I think will be better. I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna take either Espeon or Kadabra, if not both. Actually, Kadabra almost for sure, because it is a Psychic that has a Shadow move currently, since I gave it Shadow Ball. And having Psychics to resist Psychics when I get to the Natu and the Xatu and the whatever the hell else Will has in his team. Do I want Sucker Punch? As much as I like Dream Eater, it's a slow setup, so I think I'm gonna lose Hypnosis. Is that my dog? Hold on. Sorry, enjoy the music for a moment. I need to go see if my dog is barking at things. Okay. Did it? Well, that's good. Let's... Okay. My dog was barking at a cat that got into our area. All is well. Alright, my Haunter now knows, well, my Ghastly is now a Haunter and it now knows Sucker Punch, or Shadow Punch and Sucker Punch. So it has a Ghost move, a Dark move, and an Electric move, in addition to Confuse Ray. Anyway, Elite Four, I haven't fully figured that. Yes. Though it had Sucker Punch before it evolved, so I don't even know how it was doing that. I gotta say the left is probably the Sucker Punch, because, you know, I'm right-handed, so I figure I would lead with the right and then sort of Sucker Punch with the left. And the Shadow Punch is unerring, so I would imagine I would be more accurate with my right hand. Yeah, I guess. Maybe it just has to, like, it materializes spectral hands from nowhere. I guess Haunters are disconnected from its body, so... Dang it. So, as far as the Elite Four goes, I'm not 100% sure. Like, almost certainly Kadabra. Espeon's got some really strong special attack stats as well. Ampharos is pretty bulky. It's a little slow, but it's got some decent HP and some decent special defense, so that seems like a good idea. I don't mind the idea of bringing Meganium. It's not a Meganium yet, it's still whatever the mid-evolution between Chikorita and Meganium is. Bayleaf? Bayleaf. It's currently got a moveset that I like. Lantern has Volt Absorb, which I think is a really good thing in case we run into anything with electric, but I don't know if there's going to be any electric, so I have no idea if it's even going to be useful. And there are still several encounters between me and the Elite Four, so we'll see what I run into. And I am still, actually, there's a couple of places that I have skipped my encounter for. There's the Dark Cave that I can approach from another angle. This is the Team Plasma theme. want payback. Sucker Punch is 80. If I think I'll be slower. Haunter is one of my few Pokemon that is not slow. Not if I take damage. Use after the foe attack. So let's see if that includes... Do they have to use an attacking move the way Sucker Punch does? Just if I move after the target. Okay. Sucker Punch has got so few power points. I almost think I should swap that. I'm going first anyway, because I'm pretty fast. The speed of Sucker Punch is not particularly helpful. My supply of Thunderbolts used. Hi there, Griff. Do have a lantern. It is a Volt Absorb lantern. I'm told you also like Ampharos. Seems like electric Pokemon are a big hit around here. Did you know that Not2 knows the move Teleport? Because I know that now that I don't have a Not2 on my team. Yep, I just needed to throw an Ultra Ball and I was not aware. Instead I used like a fighting move to be like, cool, this won't kill it, and then it was like, nah, fuck this, I'm out. So that is 2 of my encounters in recent memory that I have failed.
One of them didn't cost me too much. I mean, I don't have a shiny red Gyarados, I have a regular blue one, but yes. I'm pretty sure Bubble Beam isn't as strong as Surf. 65, 100 with a speed lower. 95, 100, yep. Give up on Beam of Focus. And I also lost my poor Noctowl. Ace Trainer Lois is the first trainer to take a Pokemon off of me. Level 10. So, I just have to grind my way up. I guess 2 Dragon Rages it is for the strong ones. Might as well put the Shellbow on the Gyarados. No, not the... We do not need an Everstone. Gyarados won't be able to evolve into Mega Gyarados. Just in case. These things have like exactly 41 HP. Dragon Rage will not get stronger as I level, because that is not how Dragon Rage works.
Where's your toy? Give me your toy.
Perhaps someday Gyarados will learn another useful maneuver. I do enjoy how big the Gyarados sprite is. Alright, get up on the counter. crush the counter before getting in your Pokeball. Like, I proved I can catch one thing with teleport. I just didn't know Natu had it. Oh, and I did do the headbutting the tree that you suggested in the hopes that I got a Heracross. I got an Ipom instead. Baton Pass is an interesting idea if I get it high enough level to do like Nasty Plot Baton Pass, but then I have to have an Ipom on my team. Another move that I can't attack with. Thanks, Kadabra. I mean, Recover's great, don't get me wrong, but I would like you to have, like, Psychic. Does Ipom know Swords Dance? I didn't see it in its move list. But yeah, Baton Pass is a cool idea. I'm not sure if it's worth a slot. Isn't Ninjask the one that... Yeah. Isn't that also the one that, can't be hit except by things that are super effective to it? Or am I thinking of... Oh, that's Shedinja's, but is that the same evolution line? Do they both have Wonder Guard? Oh no, I can't... Wait, what do you mean I have no moves left? I could reflect. What? I have no offensive moves left. I struggle when I have no... What? That's super confusing. Oh, I know why. I'm choice. I have choice specs on. Ah, interesting. That makes some sense. I was just trying to think of like if Ninjask had Wonder Guard, that would make it particularly bulky, so that but Swords Dance Baton Pass would, and by bulky I mean it would be hard to hit. That would give it some extra evasion, I suppose, is a better way to put it than bulkiness. Oh wow, I'm really glad I stopped my Espeon a level early, because I forgot that I was not supposed to be looking at the Steel Gym's level. I'm supposed to be looking at the Ice Gym's level, which is 34. Oops. So that works out in my favor. So I am a level closer on all of my Pokemon than I thought I was. I might want to stop being choice. Kind of makes less sense now that Kadabra has potentially useful other moves like Reflect. Yeah, extra damage is good, but I am minus speed, which is a problem. Kadabra is not known for its bulkiness. Desire to go beat up some ice trainers. We won't attack Pryce yet, but we are gonna murder some defenseless trainers. Okay, so I want items. Experience share. I want it to be on Gyarados. I want to put the Shell Bell on Bandit. Put the Quick Claw on, let's say, not to put things. I don't think I have anything that's got low hit rate on these Pokemon, so White Lumens doesn't even matter. Alright, ice people. Swinub. That's not something that's going to be easy for my electric moves. Fortunately, I have Rock Smash. While we're here, might as well throw potion on Bandit. Hello. Well, it can't learn Fly. And also, Gyarados is pretty cool and want it to be. My goal wasn't to have an HM slave. My goal was to just have a cool Pokemon. Yeah, Surface Solid. I have no need for Whirlpool, like it's literally not on anything and won't be until I have to go deal with Lugia. Also, it gives my electric Pokemon a little bit of coverage. Zap. I didn't see what you're learning. What are you learning? Discharge. 8100 hits everything. Headset is dying. Come back, headset. So many cables. Which one is the one that charges me? So, the theory behind having Thunder Punch was that having a physical move might be valuable and also extra power points. I guess Discharge would be okay if I ever get into a double battle and have my Lantern beside me. Because that could actually heal. I think it's probably better than Thunder Punch because it's 5 more power, but it is also special, which is the same as Thunderbolt. There's not a lot of things that I know of that are specially defensive that are particularly weak to. I have no idea and can't check from this screen. I need to be careful about XP management here. Oh, that's my... I was like, no, it's got a really strong... Oh, wait, that's my Gyarados. Hello, Dugong. Goodbye, Dugong. Cloyster has pitiful special defense. Alright, well that's everybody but Pryce. Gyarados and Stantler having Intimidate this run is pretty cool. It's a very useful move, or useful ability I suppose, not a move. Probably take the XP share off. This is just slowing down the Kadabra's progress. Look at that. Someday my Kadabra will learn a psychic move. An offensive psychic move. I'd like to be able to get through with Pryce, but we'll see how much endurance I have. Yeah. Hooray! One more teleport. We now know a psychic move on our Kadabra. Granted, it's a psychic move that's based on its attack stat, so that's not good. That's fine. We'll learn Psychic eventually. That is 3 of our team up to Pryce's level. Just needing 3 more to get there. Pryce has, I believe, 2 Seal, a Dugong, and a Mamoswine, or a Pillowswine. Mamoswine doesn't exist in this generation. Let's see what moves the Swine has. I'm guessing it has, like, Earthquake? suppose I need to figure out what the plan for this one is. Guess I could just try to smack it around with Ampharos, since it has a fighting move. Hello. These are in stream. We are building our way up to Pryce. I figured. How you doing, Zadara? I mean, Zerpderp. Can't hear me or the game over the music. Really? That's weird. You should be able to hear the game because the game is off because of the game sound is off because it's sped up. Let me try turning down the music a little and see if that helps. Is that any better in terms of balance? Could just be that I have this song set too loudly. Let's play something a little quieter. I can up my gain. The last time I upped my gain, people told me that there was some feedback issues. So I can try for a sort of medium between the two. Is that better without feedback? How are we doing now? Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you for helping. To check my lists. Haven't gotten a new Pokemon today, so I haven't had the list open. Today, about 2 hours I've been streaming, if you mean, like, how long have I been streaming as a thing? I did, God, how long ago did I do Fire Red? Not quite a year, I don't think. It's somewhere in the pandemic I started doing Fire Red. yeah, I decided I wanted to give a Nuzlocke a try, and I figured if I was going to do it, I might as well let people see what stupid shit I got up to, and it kind of just was easier to stream it and then capture the video that way than do anything else, so I figured I might as well just live stream. And I am constantly, like, tinkering with how I do things, like the Pokemon, it's done that way, it's mirrored, so the Pokemon tracker thing is relatively new. I've gone through 3 or 4 iterations of that. I like this one pretty well so far. But there are always things that can change. Thanks. I had a lot of pointless garbage on screen for a while, and I think I've gotten rid of most of it for stuff that tends to matter. So for this one, I have failed twice on SoulSilver, and I failed Fire Red once. But the failure for Fire Red was literally getting crit by the first rival battle, so it wasn't much of a run. Griff was actually the Bulbasaur that got crit to death by the enemy Charmander, and thus had the shortest run as main partner that anyone has had. I would say of all of my runs, the most recent one was the hardest to lose. I lost to the bug catching contest because I didn't realize that I would black out since I only had one Pokemon on me. Very much preventable, but it said I whited out or blacked out, I don't remember which, and those are the rules for how I reset. Griff was a Bulbasaur, Griff the second was a Geodude, Griff the third was an unknown. Unfortunately, there was no Griff the fourth in the previous run because the name did not come up before I made my critical error and lost. Lily, what are you doing? Actually, what are you doing? Just being a puppy. If we get to Griff the 14th, I'm gonna be either, you know, hopefully several games beyond, or this game goes really, really badly. Like, I'm not 100% that I'm gonna win on this run. Like, the last run that didn't stop at the bug catching contest only got to the first member of the Elite Four. So I know there's plenty of places I can fail. There's a whole second region, there's a whole second Elite Four, there's the battle with Red. Like, I get there's lots of places I can fail. But if we go 14 times on this game, I may need to reevaluate my skills as a video gamer. Like, I should at least, like, 5 I think would be okay. Any more than that and I'll be a little upset with myself. Like, I have to at least beat Will this time. I don't even know what's after that. I've kept myself from knowing who's after Will and what Pokemon they have and what their types are even. Which is one of the reasons I lost to Will in the first place, because I led with a Machoke into his Xatu, and that went really poorly, because I thought he was a Dark Trainer based on the surroundings. Nope, I am still only leveling up to the next the next gym leader's max level Pokemon. I've also learned that I'm actually a little harder on myself than some of the people that I have used as sort of my inspiration for this. They tend to go for a bit of a higher level for the Elite Four than I have. So we'll see if I can make this work. But yeah, some of the people I draw inspiration off use the Champion's highest level Pokemon as their level going in, but cannot use rare candies in the middle. I have no such rare candy requirements, so that I could up my levels between the trainers if I needed to. But I start out with the first Elite Four members max Pokemon rather than the fourth. Yeah, I still have to grind at least a little, like obviously what I'm doing now, but yeah, that's the idea, is that I could always just over-level and win, and the challenge is gone. Oh, I know a dragon move. You're already started. Thanks, game. I have a whole bunch. I have no items in battle, that level rule, standard Nuzlocke rules, play on set mode. Jeez. What else is there? Yeah, I really enjoyed watching some people's Nuzlocke content and even some people reacting to Nuzlocke content. I'm not a big fan of react videos most of the time, but I've seen some really interesting ones where they point out some, like, here's some things that you can do in your runs to make them better, and I just really am enjoying this, and the hardcore rules make it a lot more interesting to me. Oh, hey, Raikou, how you doing, buddy? Oh yeah, that's the other... Thanks, Raikou, that was really helpful. One of my rules is I cannot field legendaries. So actually, while I was on this route, I did surf in this exact pool to head over to where the Suicune hangs out so that I could headbutt a tree, because there were no trees on the route otherwise. No, it's the standard where everything is. Raikou and Entei just show up in random spots in this game because they sort of bounce around the map. I can show you how that works in a second. you look at the map, you'll see Raikou and Entei's sprites here. In this specific game, that means they are potentially able to show up on those routes, and they just kind of occasionally show up. If you spray a Max Repel and run around in the grass, they'll be the thing that typically shows up as long as the Pokemon that are there aren't as high level as yours. So, anyway, I was surfing here to go west to get I guess west probably, whatever, doesn't matter, that's north in my real life. West is that way. I was surfing here to head over to the area where the Suicune hangs out, not that I get an encounter with it, just to move the plot along. And I had sprayed Max Repel because I was trying to avoid these Goldines in the hopes that I could get a Heracross by headbutting a tree. And when I did that, the Entei showed up, and I spent a good 5 minutes debating over whether or not I had to take that as my encounter, despite having a rule that I can't field it, and so that it was just a lost encounter. And I eventually decided, since I can't have it, it's an invalid encounter, and I'm just gonna let it go. Not that I could catch it anyway, I didn't have a Master Ball or anything that would let me do that, but I was not feeling like it should cost me my encounter. So I wound up getting an IPOM. There's a lot of things that I do that make the game harder for myself as it is. I feel like I shouldn't also have one of my rules basically cost me an encounter. I mean, I feel like this game in particular is fairly easy through most of it. I'm not looking to be a pro in the sense that I'm gonna like make my living off of streaming or nuzlocking or anything. Yeah. But I do want to get better. It would be cool if, you know, at some point there was a few more eyes than just the people I know on me doing the Nuzlocke. And I think the more interesting the rule set, the more interesting the run. I was talking earlier about ways to take grind out of the game, which there are some depending on what ROM hacks I can get my hands on. And by ROM hacks I of course mean modified cartridges for the DS, because I definitely stream using a DS and not an emulator. Yeah, that makes sense. The old Game Genie. Randomizers have their own charm. I've not tried one, but one of the things that in my first run I thought was really fun was figuring out where to get cool, like how to force the game to... Yeah, there are some neat hacks. I've actually seen some Pokemon hacks that are really cool that are only bad Pokemon actually, which is kind of an interesting twist on the genre. But one of the things that I thought was really cool about my first run was that I figured out how to force an encounter. In the Safari Zone, I knew there was a place where you could get a Dratini on a low % chance, and there were only like 3 other Pokemon that you could fish up there. So what I did is I made sure I already had those encounters. It was like a Psyduck, a Goldeen, and something that I'd already gotten. It's the Horsey, I think. And so I went and found a place where Psyducks were a very rare chance, and swam around there and did some grinding and whatever, until I got a Psyduck because I have a no dupes clause. So because of the no dupes clause, then I was able to go in and fish in the Safari Zone until I got the Dratini, because all the other encounters were duplicates. So randomizer would remove that element of things where I can like actually do some planning and figure some stuff out. But there's definitely some interesting stuff to be had from a randomizer where you're like, oh cool, I've got a thing that I would not normally get until the late game. But it also, you have to sort of ask yourself the question of whether or not you want the enemies to be randomized, because if the enemies aren't randomized, then the skill curve of the game is a little weird in that, like, now you have no idea what you're going against and you have no idea what you're getting, so it's really hard for you to plan for anything ever, and it's all just kind of, oh, random chance and hope that what I have works against what they have. If you don't randomize them, then I don't know if I said did or don't for that, but that was if you do. If you don't randomize the enemy, then the stuff that you have might be too powerful for what you're running up against early. Like, if you're going up against Brock, like just say you're in like Fire Red, you're going up against Brock and you've got like an Articuno. You're just like, well, even though Articuno's kind of bad for where it is in the game, early game it would be ridiculous. So it's not something I've tried. It's something I might do at some point. I would probably want to do it on a game the story I already know. What is your deal, dog? You're just laying on the couch barking at nothing. Hold on, I'm gonna see what my dog is doing, because she's laying on the couch barking at nothing, and I don't know what the deal is. I think something just startled her and she was giving it a mouth or an earful. Yeah, that's true. You could... Hey! You don't have to bother him now that you're okay. Let him be. My dogs. Yeah, you could definitely wind up with, like, if you're doing a randomizer, with something that's just impossible to get through, like, again, for the Brock example, where you're just like, oh, well, all I have is a low-level normal type, and it never gets any moves that can damage through Geodude or Onix, so I'm hosed. So yeah, I think there's a lot more ways that can go wrong, which I suppose has its own appeal. Shadow Ball is 8100, can lower special defense. So Shadow Punch is cool because it always lands, but it's based on attack. Fuse Ray, or do I want to have a move that always hits? Am I afraid of anything that's gonna, like, minimize on me? I think I'll just go with Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball also kills. I think one of the hard parts is that the rule set very dramatically changes what the strategy needs to be. Like, if you're allowed to use items in battle, a lot of the strategy becomes having something that's you can just pile X items on, or X attack, or X special, or whatever, and you can just kind of go to town with something like that. Even if you've got level caps, as long as it's bulky enough to take one hit while you're starting to pile those things on, you can always just throw, you know, healing items at it or whatever. There's no... there's a lot less worrying about swaps and stuff, where you can just have a really strong Pokemon, give it as good coverage as you possibly can, and then make sure it never faints. It's a little harder without items, so the strategy changes pretty significantly. So it's kind of tough to generalize unless you're finding a specific rule set that you're watching. And, you know, people change the rule sets all the time. I've changed, I did that twice. I've changed my rule set several times, even though I've only played 2 games this way. Like, I changed one in the middle of it, actually, because I realized that the way I was writing the rules was completely broken. My original duplicates policy was, if I have the Pokemon, I can't... any encounters with a duplicate are invalid because I can't get 2 of them. But if it had died, then I was going to allow myself to get another one. So, for example, my original Weedle died while I was grinding for Brock, and I caught another Weedle later. I realized afterward that because of the old rod, I could have infinite Magikarps and always have a Gyarados. That just wasn't fair for me to always have a Gyarados. Like, I was just going to be ignoring encounters anywhere that there wasn't like an S tier encounter chance, so that I could get a Magikarp if my Magikarp died, and then I could play incredibly recklessly and just, you know, throw my Gyarados at whatever thing. So I think just however someone sets up the rules really informs the strategy pretty heavily. But I think some of the interesting things that kind of follow no matter what, like the when do you evolve Pokemon, like do you go for good moves or do you go for stats? Oh hey Entei, how you doing, buddy? I don't really want to fight you. Do you take the stat upgrades for tough gyms, or do you hold off and hope that you're strong enough to fight your way through and then have worse moves? It's definitely caused me issues in this game, because I was, for example, I was working on I had a Dratini last run, well not the last run, but the first run of this game, and I decided not to bring it into the Elite Four, because if I beat the Elite Four and kept the Dratini, I would have Dragon Dance much earlier, and then I could set up a sweep with a really fast, strong Pokemon. It was going to be so many more levels to get Dragon Dance if I leveled it up to Dragonite or Dragonair or Dragonite, that it didn't seem like it was worth it, so I didn't even bring it despite it being a pretty strong Pokemon. So that's a kind of an example of how the strategy sort of plays out, what the balancing factors that you're trying to weigh, and is a good Pokemon with bad moves worth it, or something that has typings that are useful but doesn't have very strong damaging moves or anything like that. Is that worth it? And then you have to take into account abilities, like random rules. Just pick rules out of a hat and be like, alright, right now I can only get water-based Pokemon. I had a run like that where I probably would have been fine. Alright, my dog is being... I don't know what she's doing. Right back. Never mind. She is being a good dog. I just didn't recognize the sound. No, I do not want to Dragon Rage Entei. Yeah, might be worth trying. I'm sure there is if I could set it up, but I don't know how to set those things up, so that's a really good idea. I've seen people do that, and I just need to figure out how to do that. I don't know if it's the sort of thing that I have the ability to use before I'm a affiliate, or whatever they call their you have 50 subscribers and 5 average views per video, or per stream. How do I do something like that? It's in all my YouTube videos, I know that for sure. Hey, channel tools, that's a thing. Oh no, feedback. Well, I'll worry about this later because I was getting some pretty nasty feedback by doing that. Not unless you count leveling things up and making choices on movesets as something or anything. We're almost at 34 on 6 Pokemon, so... Oh, no legendaries is one of them, yes. Technically, if something faints, it's dead forever is one of the rules. That's a really standard Nuzlocke rule, but... I have to name all the Pokemon after friends and handles of friends. Some people, I mean, it's starting to get kind of ridiculously detailed, but I can trade without losing an encounter for a location, but gift Pokemon count as the Pokemon for the location. So for example, in Red, Fire Red, whatever, the Lapras that you get in Silphco counts as the encounter for, is that Saffron City, I want to say? Even though some people would say gift Pokemon don't count towards that. My rule is that wherever the Pokemon says it was met is where the encounter is counted from. So for example, in this game, the Eevee you get don't know why I'm ever using Tackle instead of Twister. The Eevee you get is gotten on Goldenrod, which means if you take the Eevee from Bill, you cannot get any of the Pokemon from the casino, because the casino also registers as being from Goldenrod. Fortunately, I caught an Abra anyway. Command bot may be what you want for posting rules on Command. Okay, I'll look into that. I have never messed with any of that stuff, so it's something that, if that would be useful, I can certainly do. Some of those things that don't change very often would be good to have like that. Like, I know I've seen where the little thing that I've got for what attempt it is, how many deaths there's been, you can have commands for as well, but I also want to make sure those get updated, and it's not like I have mods that are doing that for me. There's no one that's oh, I have links blocked, so I will can you send that to me in Discord so that there's too many bots that come in and are like, go to this site to get free subscribers and whatever, so I've just made it so that links are blocked so that no one's getting spammed. I was like, why did you post 3 stars? I don't understand. And then I realized that's what that was. Alright, 3 more levels for Gyarados and we can go fight Pryce. If I'm honest, Gyarados isn't likely to be high in the battle order for Pryce, but I've certainly had dumb things happen that I didn't want to happen, so... Oh hey, Ice Fang, that's cool, but not particularly useful for this gym. Oh, I was like, Ice Fang is a physical attack that slams in with your bow. Okay, no, that makes more sense. Oh, it has flinch and freeze chance. That's really cool. Hell yeah, Ice Fang. It's, I mean, not particularly useful for this gym, but I'm up for having that. Not very many things. Oops. The fact that it has a miss chance is so... Like, I know Ice Fang has the same miss chance, but it's at least an okay move. I'm generally not a fan of moves with any miss chance, but at least Ice Fang has a cool, like, oh, it can flinch or freeze. Those are both good things. I will take those things. Became confused. Hurt itself. Became confused again. Alright, not worth dying. Eat Thunderbolt. Yeah, that's possible. I've definitely lost my fair share of Pokemon to wild Pokemon. Grinding-related incidents are about as common as losing to trainer incidents. I think that's enough Plants vs. Zombies. Let's go back to Persona. barking in your sleep? How long does a Nuzlocke usually take? I don't know that I've got a usually. It's really dependent on how long the normal game itself would take. So, you know, some games have a much longer story than others, so it's kind of hard to average. I've only completed the one, so that was... I want to say it was something like 50 hours-ish of actual gameplay. The only reason I have any idea of that is I added up all of the lengths of the YouTube videos in that series, so that's the best estimate I think I have. But that was for Fire Red, and I dicked around a lot in that one. But the other thing is I know that game a lot better. Like, I didn't know the Civi Islands part, but I know that game a lot better than I would know any other Pokemon game, since I've played the originals and they're based on them. There's a lot of grinding to do. And that's the real problem. That's why I was talking about finding hacks with basically free rare candies to avoid the grind. It does make EVs not a thing, but that's a price to pay for not having to do this mess, where I could have just had this done. Literally all I've done since I started streaming today was go to the Ruins of Alph to try and find, I guess, like, I'm not using them particularly well anyway, so, like, the problem with EVs is it's the same. Yeah, absolutely. The problem with EVs is it's the same thing, is I have to go grind, I basically have to go grind Magikarps or Rattatas, like, so it's the same content, it's just for EVs instead of for XP. I could still do it, it would just be its own issue. Because the thing that I'm going to want is speed EVs most of the time. Particularly in this run where we are the anti-speed team. Oh, I need a Trick Room user. I don't even think Trick Room exists in this generation, but that's what I need. I've got all these slow-ass Pokemon. EVs are evolution values, I think. Basically, each Pokemon that you beat gives you a... Effort values, thank you. Each Pokemon that you beat gives you a point in EVs, and EVs in most games translate to, I believe, every 4 EVs at level 100 translate into 1 point of that stat. So, Magikarp, for example, gives a speed EV. Every 4 Magikarps that you beat gives you 1 point in a stat at level 100. Now, that obviously scales back for the lower level you are, but it's basically a way to customize your Pokemon based on what you're fighting. Goldeen's give something not particularly good, I'm not fighting these for the effort values that they give. I'm fighting them because they're about as high level as I can safely kill and get XP. So there is a cap on how many EVs you can gain total, and there is a cap on how many EVs one stat can get as well. I want to say it's something like 250-ish that you can get. There's a specific number, I don't know it very well. But there's like 250 EVs that you can get total, and you can only get, I want to say, like 100 in one particular category. Again, this is not exact, it's sort of ballpark. You can get not quite half of them. Neat. Thank you, Griff. There's not a particularly good way within the game to determine either of them, unfortunately. I know there's someone in the, like, battle zone, or whatever the hell that place is that's just west of the town with the steel gym. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I mean, in addition to EVs and IVs, there's also nature. I have been having sound issues pretty significantly. I don't know how much closer I can move my mic. I mean, I don't have like a boom, but my microphone is right here, so. I could get really close. But I don't think I want to be down here. You're listening to ASMR Nuzlocke with Wrench. I've leveled up all of my Pokémon, and I am getting ready to face Pryce. Just healing everyone up, make sure all of the items work. Figure out what all my Pokemon are carrying. I could do this voice if I didn't have to lean over into the microphone. That's the real problem. Maybe if I can extend this somehow? I don't think, does it go any higher than this? Not at stable levels. Oh, that's a little better. Yes, I will look into a mic stand, but at the very least, we'll do ASMR battle for Pryce. First, we need to check on our items. See who's got what. Courage isn't holding anything. You have the Shell Bell. That's fine, since you're our sort of primary Pokemon that's going to be out. Got a Quick Claw on you, which is kind of silly because you are fast as it is, Haunter. I'll manage through Pryce. I'll be alright. Don't worry about me. You just relax enjoy the ice gym. Oh, I need to... What song would be good for... where is... There it is. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Did I click the wrong thing? So, is there anything else we need to do? You know what I should probably do? I should probably go in and water my berries. Turn on the battle scene. Go into my key items pocket. And just water all of these berries as fast as I can. And that's some solid watering right there. All my plants are happy. Do we have any berries that cause super effective ice? ASMR mode is a very good redemption that I've seen before. Knocking over my microphone is also good redemption. Bob wrench? I don't think I get it. My dad is named Bob. Oh, I see. Sorry about that. With my microphone where it is, I kinda clipped the cord and had a bit of an issue. So nothing that I have here is super effective damage to ice. I could have brought, like, Crobat, but I think we'll be fine right now. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the music, I'm going to turn down the speed, and I'm going to go back to the sound. Now, I apologize if the sound is out of whack. We've been changing a lot of sound settings today. How is that as far as level? Is that way overpowering my voice? Is that too quiet? What's the sound from the game? Are you getting the sound from the game? I have no idea. I can't tell. All I know is that I'm still here trying to be as calming and as comforting as possible. Turn the game down about 75%. I can try that, certainly. That should be the desktop audio. Did that change in any meaningful way? I've got several things that I think are desktop audio that may or may not actually be. Alright, good. So, we're getting ready to go handle Pryce. I want to look at my TMs just to see if there's anything that I need to put on a Pokemon before we go in. Does anyone want to learn Rock Smash? Well, there's no problem with Gyarados learning that, so let's give Gyarados a super effective move, just in case we wind up fighting with Courage here. Rock Smash is 4100, though I would like to keep Twister for a future encounter. I suppose Twister would be useful in the Dragon Gym, but Ice Fang would also be useful. The problem there is that Ice Fang is not stab bonus, and Twister is. Dragon Rage. Dragon Rage could be useful for things that I don't have a way to deal solid damage to, but Dragon Rage is always only 40. What? Oh, you're right. That's true. This is not an actual dragon Pokemon. It's just used by the dragon gym leader, so I forget. That's my mistake. It's even on screen. It's water flying. So, Ice Fang with its loss of 5 accuracy versus having 25 more power, neither being stab bonus. Look, this one is actually flying, even though it can't learn the fly move for some reason. I suppose I don't really need Twister. Look, I'm not doing ASMR for this part. Like, yes, no, Beedrill isn't flying. I got my Beedrill killed several times because I thought it was flying. Jesus. That's a good point. Kingdra. Wait, Kingdra is water dragon? Is that what Kingdra is? Yeah. Beedrill is poison bug. That's what it starts out as, and it never gains a typing, and Pokemon refuses to give things 3 typings, even though that thing clearly has fucking wings. So, no. Its legs are like fucking points. They're nope. Anyway, we're going to consider what my options are here. Dragon Rage is something we will eventually be losing, so I suppose it's probably the best choice to get rid of right now. I can tell you that it can't learn HM Fly. Yes, one of my Beedrills did win a prize for jumping. It's very good at jumping. Alright, I'm going to say that this is prepared enough. We are going to go face Pryce. And we're going to go get a badge. That's ice sliding sound was very ASMR. Let's hear that once more. Ah, that's you know, I'm gonna go back out and do that again because that sounded so nice. Yeah, that's good. That's some solid Pryce ASMR. I think we get one more short one here. Oh, just a little quick one, just a taste. Alright, we have arrived at the man himself, Pryce. Let's just make sure everything is as we want it. We've got our Shell Bell on Ampharos. We've got our choice specs on our Kadabra. And our berries aren't ready, so I can't go get Oran berries yet, unless they happen to have sprouted in the last few moments. Let's just take a look, because they were fairly high. Yes, the Battle Bets is something that is very popular. Alright, here we go. The battle with Pryce. Should I read Pryce's dialogue in ASMR? Pokemon have many experiences in their lives, just like we do. I, too, have seen and suffered much in my life. Since I am your elder, let me show you what I mean. I have been training Pokemon since before you were born. I do not lose easily. I, Pryce, the Winter Trainer, shall demonstrate my power. I'm pretty sure I turned battle animations on. I did. Goodbye, Seal. Going to just give this a bit of a rock smash, lower its defenses. Ooh, that's not good. That is 38, so 76 on a crit. I probably should get Bandit out of here after one more rock smash. Two defense drops, a shell bell proc should keep Bandit out of range. Oh, a hail. That's perfectly fine. Though the snow cloak will be a mild problem. Pillowswine's ability means that in the hail, there is a chance that I miss. So saying, since I calculated 76 for a crit, I am going to not take the risk and get out. And in case it decides to use Mud Bomb again, I'm going to go to my Haunter because it has Levitate. It did use Mud Bomb again, and Levitate. Now the question is, do I think Shadow Ball is strong enough to kill from here? I'm going to say yes, I do think so. I am incorrect. That is concerning. I may lose Haunter. I do in fact lose Haunter to a critical hit. Goodbye, Haunter. I would just like to point out that that is a lot more Voltorb flip, because Haunter had Thunderbolt. I think I may cry. I would prefer not to lose my Kadabra. Why are you telling me your middle name in the middle of this battle, sir? That is a strange decision. That critical blizzard was certainly a problem. I'm disappointed in myself. Losing Haunter there is sad. I had thought that Pillowswine's special defense would be low enough that Shadow Ball could kill from there, and Critical Blizzard was enough to remove Haunter from the game. Quite the shame. Well, let's just do a few changes here. First of all, I need to add the whatever this badge is to the thing. Frost badge, whatever, it doesn't matter. Call it the Ghost badge, since all the other badge names are completely silly. Alright, so that one's taken care of. Now I need to change the music, because this is not appropriate music for a dead Pokemon, or a dead, undead Pokemon? I don't know how that works. Alright, so let's turn off the sound of the game, and go to a song we haven't used in quite a while. Didn't give my last two meaningful funerals. Not sure if it's playing. Give me just a moment. I think it's just too quiet. It's a very quiet song at the start, so give me a moment. Haunter, you were with us from nearly the start of the game. We were very happy to have you. But you have lost your life in battling Pryce. And so, we commit your eternal body to the dead zone. I am sorry. A moment of silence, or a moment of song, for our friend Haunter. If that's what you'd like to do, I'm certainly fine with it. It would be appropriate. And in case anyone's wondering why there's a Tentacool in here, this Tentacool never died. What did happen to this Tentacool is that we found something fairly unique. A shiny Tentacool. One of the rules that I don't talk about very much that I have is that if I find a shiny, and I already have a Pokemon of that evolution line, I may replace the original Pokemon with the shiny Pokemon. And so that is what has happened here. You can see that it has the same name as the original Pokemon. For all intents and purposes, this is my Tentacool. But since shinies are such a rare thing, and such a thing that I'd like a chance to play with, I wanted to give myself that opportunity. Plenty of people play with, if you find a shiny, you can add it to your team no matter what it is, and I think that's a little bit extreme. But at the very least, this lets me have something that's kind of neat. Okay, yeah, my neck is starting to hurt from leaning down for the ASMR. So whoever redeemed ASMR, hopefully you got your money's worth. That's enough of the God of War song. honestly, I'm glad people enjoyed ASMR Wrench. We are a Pokemon down, so I'll have to level something up for the Steel Gym anyway, and I think my team is going to change pretty dramatically for the Steel Gym. In fact, I don't think any of the Pokemon that were on this team are going to come with me for the Steel Gym. So there's going to be quite a bit of grinding for the next gym anyway. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm going to bring to the Steel Gym. Will it? It's 2 Magnemites and, what the hell even is the other thing? Two Magnemites and something else. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, Steelix. Oh, the thing that I had with all the dark moves is fucking dead now. Fucking phenomenal. Now, it looks like Crobat's probably coming because it has Bite. No wait, Dark isn't even any good for Steel Gym. I was thinking Ghost for some reason. Yeah, I don't have anything that's particularly good. I don't have any fighters. Electric. What? I know fire and fighting are good against steel. Kingler? I don't even have a Kingler. Do I have anything with good ground typings? Because there's electric types in there. I guess I could level up Geodude. That would be immune to Magnemite's electric attacks. Onix is so bad. Magnemites don't have Levitate. You're lying to me. Magnemites have Magnet Pull and... what's this girl's name? It's not Eckertique. Jasmine, thank you. Alright. Jasmine and Heart Gold, SoulSilver. Yeah, they have Magnet Pull, they don't have Levitate. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Is Iron-Tail strong against ribbons, I believe is what they're called. You can get them for doing certain special things that I have never done nor really paid any attention to. It's not a thing that is a mechanic that I've really gotten involved in. Oh, you know what I can do? Before I log off for the day, which is what I'm going to do soon, I am going to go participate in the Pokeathlon. Oh, I need Crobat so that I can get there faster. I do enjoy me some Pokeathlon, and I do eventually need to get some money so that I can get like a water stone. Crobat, that's who I was grabbing, so that we can... Thought things were a little slower than I was used to. Alright. Pokemon. Ginger, fly me to the national park. Oh wow, it flies me right in front of the Pokeathlon dome. Alright, so what do we have on us? We've got one good jumper. I guess I should check the computer for better jumpers. Alright. We've got a strong stamina, which I think we've already got a stamina medal, so that's no big. Hoppip can come, and Farfetch'd, I guess? It's jumping time. Alright, let's put this at its normal speed. And let's give it sound back. Pokeathlon forever. Oh wait, I think I did the jump course last time. Oh well. We were talking about jumping, so I kind of wanted to do it. Wow, Lantern's pretty solid. Didn't Meganium win a medal at something? Well, none of these things have ever won a medal before. Which is weird, I thought my Zubat carried me to a medal. Today's event, the jump course. I was born to snatch penance. I am the ruler of this beach. What? Are we even on a beach? Why did I say that? The lamp jump. Oh, that went really well. I may be subjecting my Pokemon to some concussions as part of this training. Dang it, couldn't get the last one in. New record. Cool, we won first place. The disc catch. Oh, no. Well, I have thrown a bunch of my Pokemon off the ledge. Screw you, Paris. Dang it. Hey, Hop-Up got one. I didn't do great there. Yeah, throwing my Pokemon off the edge is probably not my best overall strategy. Yeah, I'll take second. Alright, hopefully this one goes a little better than last time where I got first place for one Pokemon and last and second to last for the other two. Dang it. Farfetch'd has got a head of steam here. Didn't do great there. But we all made the top 8. Hey, we got the best time. By not too long. I think we've got a chance depending on how the Mario Party stars go. Which team fought the hardest? We've got the results. But first, who's overflowing with fighting spirit? A challenge bonus for Pokemon and team. Continuing on the individual prizes, there wasn't one. Moving on, the points leader. Team Cries' Ladybug. The prize for effort, the Pokemon that hit the most. Team Wrench's Ginger Chef. Good job, Crobat. Finally, we'll add up the event points. I'm not even leading after Event 1 thanks to the Mario Party stars. Take the lead after Event 2, and since I won Event 3, I better win or the math is really fucky. Hooray! We won the jump medal! Good job, team! Crobat, Hop-Up, and Farfetch'd. That is probably the only time I will ever use Farfetch'd for anything. Unless at some point I run out of fly users and I need to have a fly user. I got 339 points plus an additional 100 for winning. Huzzah. I will use those points eventually to buy a water stone to evolve something. Back in the box, you. You're lucky I took you out for anything at all. Well, I am super happy to have had all these wonderful people here with me, watching me play Pokemon on this Saturday. I am going to call it an afternoon for now. I'm going to go do some other things, maybe play some games with the lovely people who are hanging out here in chat. Hopefully whatever time of day it is for you, if you're watching this video or have been here, you've had a wonderful day, and I hope that you see me next time I stream. Have a good one. I just did. Twice. I saved and then I quick saved. See, now you're making me panic. Badge is 6. Yeah, I saved after I got my 6th badge. We're good. I appreciate the warning, but yes, I saved and I made an autosave just in case. Anyway, have a good one.